We're breaking that algorithm tonight. I bet you the algorithm don't even know what to do when we be in there. What the hell? You said you're live, but it just says, oh, there it goes. I had to refresh it. These motherfuckers again. Can you get my phone so I can roll, Tina? There we go. I got your live pulled up.
I need to get a piece of tape and keep this thing from pushing over.
Why the fuck I can't like the live? Actually, it's over 5 hours. I'm probably gonna. I might as well stay on for at least another 2. Make it 7 hours.
Uh-oh. Well, shit.
You should know that several of the individuals, when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment.
Okay, baby. For some reason, the Discord kicked me out. For some reason. Let me turn this up. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? This is fucking weird. Okay. Some reason I got kicked out of Discord and it won't let me back in. Oh well. Hey, Humble. Hi. How you doing? Hey, John. Are you guys still in Discord? I'll just stay here. Yeah, it kicked me out of the thing. Oh well. I'll just stay here on this live. Somebody love me. Somebody cares. I'm scared to touch this damn iPad though. Because every time I touch something, shit goes wrong. I'm going to plug this up. Okay. I got too many damn devices. Hey, woke up and heard you live, so oh, you're so sweet. Oh, he sent it to me? Okay. Go to inbox. Okay, there it is. It says this channel is full. It's full. I grabbed it. It's full. It won't let me in. Y'all tell Abdul that it says the chat is full. The fuck? Go away, Siri. Thank you. Okay. There's how grown. That was weird as fuck.
That was funny. You said it was probably the government messing with me.
Look, Siri popped in and said,
John, I knew Brandon wanted to come in, but right. I know he was gonna probably go drinking. I know. It would have been hard to understand what Auntie had to tell us, respectfully. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. That's why I was like,
okay, humble me height. Where, come back here, honey.
The thing I told him was, I don't know anything.
Y'all lit on Discord. I'm gonna have to set it up. Seems like that's where the party at.
Right, right. I was concerned, and I was like, okay, I want to make sure.
I can't get in there, so.
I love Brandon, but wow. I just wanted to hear what the hell was going to happen.
Well, how you doing, humble?
You know that it can hear you right echoing. Oh, into her life?
Is it echoing, or is that my television?
No, it's echoing.
Okay. Hold on a minute.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's someone there's humble me hype is in this is in my live. Where's my damn?
You had 5 people watching. Oh wait, he's back. The 5th viewer. Wonder who it is. Well, let me go in her room. Yeah, because you're the only one that's you and sister only one. Because I'm in here.
Okay, hold on.
I'm here too. Yeah, I think it's all of us that's in there right now. I don't think any
oh, Miss Do It Yourself is here too.
Oh, cool.
How are you? And Juice YouTube. Who is all these new peoples coming to visit?
I'm fired up, y'all. Who is Juice YouTube?
These is some new peoples in the live stream. I don't know these peoples. But good to meet ya.
That's funny as hell. I mean, I did that too. I was like, wait, who are these random people coming in?
So what y'all up to? Said, I'm good, and you? I'm so glad I finally caught you. I'm glad you made it by. Juice YouTube. I like that.
Yeah, I love that too. Juice YouTube. That's funny. I like that. Is that you, Abdul, your other name? Yeah, that's me. That's funny as hell. Don't ask. Shit, that was scary as fuck. What? You did. I just dribbled a truck off a cliff. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, man.
What, GTA?
I am trying my hardest. So how's your day been, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen of the live stream. Oh, Humble, you started a new job today?
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm losing track of this. This thing disappears. The chat disappears after the comments are typed in. That's wonderful.
Wonderful. Mm-mm. What the hell? Mm-mm. Yo, this is like a trucking simulator. Right. Shit is fire, man. You know,
Oh, wait, it's Monday. I wish this was Friday. Cause man, it's been the equivalent of a whole week. Auntie, one thing I can say, I don't care what time I pull up on you. You gonna be fly. Love your looking. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I went on someone else's live stream. We kind of did it, you know, both of us together. I was kind of just hanging out on somebody else's live. I didn't want to look like a scrub. I was gonna sing that song. I don't want no scrub. Miso. MLSO to all. I saw you. Yes. Yes. Brandon. That was Brandon. Yeah. He did a wonderful job tonight, didn't he? Hello, Mix. How are you, Hello, Mix? This is so. I got 12 people in here. Oh my God. This is awesome.
Auntie, you breaking it?
uh, uh. I'm hurting my back in this. Mother, what did Mother Jones say? She said, "Why this chair so low? I need a back support." Hi, Michelle. I miss you. How are you, love? Oh goodness, this chair is too good. Good. Are you feeling any better, hon? Kind of worried about you, sweetheart. Man, my butt is numb. I'm sorry. And you haven't been to the doctor yet? Man, that's concerning. That is very concerning. For those who haven't done it, hit the like button if you could. Where are the other 3 people that haven't liked this? You said the same thing I said, Keisha. Hit the like button. Couldn't get away. Oh no. Dang. You know, one thing I hate about doing this on iPad is that the comments they fade out like so did all of you go to Brandon's live tonight? Okay. What'd you think, Michelle? Did you enjoy it? I wouldn't have minded tasting them tacos, to be truthful about it. That would have been good. Where is my tea? You were asleep, Humble? Oh. Well, I would go back and check out the replay. He did a really good job. Yeah, I'm sure he was nervous, but he did a good job. We got 10 and 10 now. That's wonderful. I feel so special. Is that the chef? I saw a bit and hit the like button. Is that the chef? I saw a bit. Yeah, he's a chef. His name is Brandon. Well, Brandon of Palm Springs is his handle for his YouTube name, and he's a chef for a country club. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, I got food in my teeth. Sorry. mm, pepper. I ate some I ate some fried cabbage. Whew. I'm ready to knock myself out. But I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be a good girl and not go to sleep. If you happen to see me doing like this, just kick me. Give me a chat room kick. I saw you up there hit the like, but passed out shortly after. I hear you, humble. You know, I totally understand. I've been trying to pass out all day today. It's never happened. For me, long story short, my mom helped my older brother today and forgot about. Oh man, Michelle, I'm so sorry. Gotta get you taken care of, sweetie. I wish I was closer to you in distance. I really do. You are way up there, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go grab my tea. When I yawn like that, that means I need my tea to wake me up. I'll be right back, okay? Wait, what did I do with it? Where did I put it? I must have left it in the kitchen. Okay, thank you for your patience. I had to warm it up, put it in a new cup. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to still show up and show support. Well, I'm going to still show up and show support when and where I can. You are so sweet, Michelle. Man, I tell you the truth. It's got to be rough. It's definitely got to be rough to not feel well every day. I can kind of relate, but I just on a different level. I got bad knees, bad back. Lord knows what else is bad, but you just keep on trudging along. But I appreciate what I used to have. I wish I could have it back. Maybe I can. These doctors can do something about it, but oh, goodness gracious. It's just so ouch. It's so awesome to have so many people in the chat at this hour. I haven't seen that in a while. Hey, niece. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah. So good to see you. So what are we doing tonight? We just chilling? Just chilling in the chat? What we gonna talk about? What you wanna talk about? My auntie's so crazy. I love it here. Oh my goodness. I try to be. Trying to get this thing straight. So how long have you been on YouTube, Humble? Yes, nephew. Okay, everyone, I'm headed to bed. Y'all have a good night. Good night, Mrs. Vegan. I'm not far behind you. I agree with y'all. Hey, if y'all gotta go to bed, do what you gotta do to take care of yourself. Get your rest. Because I definitely need to do the same. You hear, nephew? Oh, you have to get up in the morning. You too, Keisha? Y'all going night-night? Yep, y'all going night-night. Why am I missing so many things? They done fell off the table. Since I started, seriously, I've been this doggone iPad. Um, just since July, I started it seriously. I've been on the other platforms, turning, cutting up for a while. Me too. I don't even deal with other platforms anymore. I come right here. This is enough for me. Because, I get geriatric. I get stuck in my ways. I used to do Facebook a lot, and then I couldn't, Facebook became a big turn off. So I just come to my YouTube and building my channel up, getting close to being monetized. So hopefully I will be able to save some money. I definitely don't intend to live off of it, but it would be a nice little nest egg to build up for retirement. So that's my goal. My goal is to monetize, and everything I make goes into the bank. Auntie ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be here until you. Okay, hun. Okay. I won't be that long tonight either, hun. Thank you, Humble. Yeah, we've all been working so hard trying to get, meet those goals, and it takes a toll on you after a while. So, I just appreciate the support that I have pushing me, because I don't know if I'd be able to push myself like that. Nikki is live having a birthday party. Love you, Keisha. I'll talk to you later, girl. I love me some Keisha. I love that voice. So she's having a birthday party. How old is she? I gotta find my lighter. Oh, it's done? Her party's done? Well, shoot, we didn't get no cake and ice cream and festivities. Oh, it got cut off. Well, dang. I guess they started partying too much. Okay, y'all, I gotta go or I'll be sleeping training tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming by, Humble. I really appreciate it. That was really sweet of you. I hope to see you again soon. Do you ever go live? Say, Humble, do you ever go live? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll subscribe to you if I haven't done so already. For some reason, I think I am. Um, I'll subscribe to you if I haven't already, and then I'll set my notifications for when you go live. So I definitely want to come and show you some support. Maybe I'll bring Mother Jones with me or something. Mother Jones is my grandmother who's been dead since 2000. So she hangs out with me every now and then. Oh, okay. That sounds exciting. Shark Tank. That sounds awesome, whatever it is. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. That's big time. Yes, thank you, Aunt. You are so welcome. Yes, yes. Congratulations, Humble. That's exciting. Very exciting. You're welcome. You're welcome, Humble. I'll be back in a bit, but leaving you all here up and running. Okay. All right, Michelle. We'll be here. Ooh, that's perfect. I'm gonna open my whole chest up. A lot of peppermint. There goes that pop. I wonder if that's a tendon in the back of my neck that's getting caught on something. Somebody says, stop praying for devils, let them be. Don't I know it? I see that on it's on a platform, ABC 7 Chicago. They're talking about breaking news for Jay-Z, Diddy named in a lawsuit alleging R word of girl 13. So they're talking about that lawsuit, and somebody wrote a message in the chat saying to stop praying for those devils and leave them be. Oh wow. And it was liked by Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mother. Wow, she liked this. It looks like an Instagram post. It says breaking news, blah blah blah. And she went into the comments of this particular post from a news station talking about the lawsuit on Jay-Z and Diddy and this molestation of a girl 13, and she liked the video. Girl, ain't it the truth? Halibut's foul. No notice, and lied to my face when I said, why didn't you tell me? I did tell you. No, you didn't. Oh my God, today was a day. Today was the day. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I'm ending it like this. Because, man. So, your husband told you about this morning? That was the creepiest of creepy. Too, I mean, not just early, but just that crap period. At any time of day. How dare you? Okay, you heard it all, so you understand what I'm saying. How dare you? Call my, I don't know what makes people tick, but there's some clicks, They're ticking in an awkward way in that individual. It's like that clock is behind a few seconds. Tick, tick, tock, tock. Tick, tick, tock, tock. An extremely hot mess. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But hey, God don't like ugly and ain't too fond of pretty. He doesn't match either one. Yeah. It's mad crazy. Deliverance from demonic covenants and curses. Okay. Yes. Very. Yep. I'm wondering if his wife was in the room when he did that. Because that I would be feeling some kind of way if my husband made a call like that to a woman in church, you know. Yeah. Yep. You're right. Yes. You so right. Yes. I'll be doing that tonight. I gotta find the wife as well, the Facebook account, and block that. Mm-hmm. Because that is not cool. Mm-mm. I wonder if he's got addresses and shit to the church, you know. Yeah, block everyone, that's for sure. I know. I don't, it's hard to say. He seems harmless, but then Logan, hmm, those are usually, sometimes those are the dangerous ones. Yeah, you can never be too sure, you know, can never be too sure. And I don't need no drama of some man calling my husband's personal phone for any reason. Yeah, he don't know my husband like that. Hell, he don't know me like that. I know we've had conversations, but you done overstepped, dude. Hmm. Yeah, something is not quite right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he's always on YouTube, and it makes me wonder, do you have a job? You know, I guess he works DoorDash, but DoorDash don't pay them bills like that. Hey. Mm, mm, mm. I'm pretending like I'm licking something, but I'm not. I had a long ass day, and I'm staring at something on the floor. Yes, baby girl. I'm just staring at something on the floor, and I just got hypnotized. Under my table, I've got this, what do you call them? Uh, strips that you plug your, you know, electric strips. And I just started staring at it, and one of them has a light on it. And I just got mesmerized by the light. And I'm like, Lord have mercy, help me. I'm getting hypnotized by lights under the table. Okay, girl, you know it's already on. I figure I give myself 15 more minutes. That'll be a full hour. Um, that'll put me at 10 o'clock my time. And that way I'll be asleep by the time hubby come home. And he won't be able to mess with me. He call himself molesting me in my sleep. Oh boy. I said, see, I told you them preachers is nasty. But like I said, I had him first. I feel kind of bad because my grandson called while I was on that live with Brandon. And he was stranded at his school because his car broke down, and he's got a basketball game that's going on right now, and he was asking, well, it was going on at the time. He was asking if I could come and get him because his mom is at the airport, and I'm like, baby, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm right in the middle of something right now. And the other car, even though it's running, I don't trust it to get in and, jump in and get there and can't get back home because it needs some work on it. So my husband has my car. Yeah. Yeah, I hated to have to. I don't normally turn my grandkids down for stuff like that, but I had to tell him I couldn't do it. So, he's got a whole bunch of other basketball players that he can catch a ride home with, you know. So sometimes you got to make it your own way. Hmm. It be bothering some. I understand. Yeah, but that's okay. This too shall pass. But tomorrow should be very interesting. So I'm going to have to check him tomorrow. I'm going to try not to be very mean and nasty. But I want him to understand that shit ain't cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Brandon. Well, who is Andy? Brandon, who's Andy? Well, my front door is locked, so I can't. I talked into the mic and it changes the spelling sometimes. Sorry. Oh, okay. Understood. Well, I understand you now. So, yes. So, was that to me? Okay, I see. Thank you again. You are so very welcome. I really had a good time. Yeah. Huh. Something that came to mind. Something to came to mind. That didn't even make sense. My grandmother's voice was in my ear. She said something about these religious people. Oh, I need a pedicure. Ugh, that's a doggone shame. I haven't had a pedicure since COVID. Suburbans. Suburbans. I like Suburbans. They're nice and big. I think I'll work on that while I'm sitting here. Got my little, for my nails, but I don't do my nails that much. You're trying to spell and it's not happening? Oh God, my feet look like dinosaur feet. Ooh, I couldn't stand it. Ugh, they look awful. They could be worse though. I'm telling you. But I need to soak these puppies. Soak them in some bleach. That's a doggone shame. Soak these bad boys in something. Soak them in formaldehyde. That's the stuff they, embalming fluid. these these feet look like, man. Oh, I'm gonna treat myself, but for now, I gotta take care of the problem is in its existing state. I don't want to wait until the weekend. I may not even make it to the weekend. Shoot. Dang. These things is rough. Dang. Ooh, the poor machine is dying. It's like, help. Could be worse. Hold on. Could could be worse. Maybe you need, like in my case, an industrial sander to get those puppies down. Okay? Man, I'm telling you the truth. Dang. But you know what? I've seen worse though. Ooh, Jesus. I never understood as a kid why there were feet doctors. I'm like, why do people have to have a feet doctor? I was just a little kid at the time. And then I saw my grandmother's feet. Lord have mercy. What, this needs to be charged? It needs new batteries. My grandmother's feet was so bad, she had bunions. And them jokers, boy, they shaped her feet into a triangle. her, her feet would go and come back to the toes. I used to call her feet mistletoes. Mommy, your feet look like missiles. She has some bad feet. God bless her. Big ass bunion. And the big toe was going, it was trying to run away from the bunion. Let me get the hell away from you. Oh, God, I'm grateful I don't have no bunions. But man, these toes look awful. I'm glad I ain't got no OnlyFans people following me for feet fetish, because it would disgust them. They'd be like, oh no. Mm-mm. But as a kid, I used to do my own nails and do my own feet and all that stuff. Then when I started making my own little money, I still did my own nails and feet, but then when I made a little bit more money and got a little bit more older, like when I got into my late 40s, that's when I started really getting pedicures and stuff like that. I always had my own long nails, so I didn't have to do the acrylics that much, although sometimes I did, like if my own broke, I would go ahead and get acrylics done. But yeah, see that nail? See how thick that nail is. That's how all my nails were. Thank you. Yeah, I had to, because that shit costs too much. But you know, when you're able to do it, you should do it. You know, self-care. So, but I've gotta do some grandkids care soon, because Christmas is coming. Man. Okay, self-care is the ticket. I really got to get to the doctor though. I mean, I've been to the doctor for other things, but there's something going on with me that I don't know what it is. My back is really bad, and I don't know if it's this disc or my vertebrae that's kind of like, here's one and here's the other, and one is like this. It's slipped. I went with my wife one time to get a cure. I let them do it to me. It was a little awkward, though. I probably will never ever go again. You went with your wife one time to get AA cure? What you mean? You went to the AA people? You went to an AA meeting? Sorry. Oh well. My father-in-law, he owns a house down that area, maybe. I'm thinking out loud. He's not even here anymore, but you have a few grandchildren. Yes. All in all, between my own grandchildren, my own kids, is a manicure. Okay, maybe I missed out on that last message, Brandon. Okay. Will never ever go again is a manicure. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a stupid dictation that keeps changing what I say. um, Amy, what I was saying about grandchildren is that from the two sons that I have with my husband, both of my boys had two kids of their own each. So technically I have four grandchildren. But my husband, who is a twin, by the way, identical twin. You got a manicure with your wife one time? That's what it meant. Okay, I get it now. Oh, my husband has a set of twins that were born when we first met. When we got together, when we first met and got together. And the girlfriend was gone. Yeah. Well, two for me. Then those two doubled. So one had two, the other had two. So that made four. But my husband has a set of twins. He's a twin. Oh yeah, the the Christmas presents. I'm just getting Christmas presents for three of them. One of them I really don't have anything to do with. She's in North Carolina. No shitty, no shade, no shitty, none of that. I just don't deal with her because last time she was in my house, she was disrespectful to me. And I said, I can show you better than I can tell you. If I cut you off, I cut you off. Grandchild or no grandchild. You don't disrespect me in my house. And, she did that. But see, that was because her mother was such a trifling bitch. And I had to put my hands on her once. But, some of these girls end up just like the mothers that raised them, and her mother was a trifling bitch. She was mad because she couldn't have my son. They didn't make it. You know, they met in college when he was going to school in North Carolina. I sure did. Amy, look, that bitch thought she was gonna jump on my son in my house, in front of me. That's what she thought. And she had the mitigated gall to run up the stairs. I'll show you how it went. So we've got the downstairs here, stairs, and then the upstairs. She was down at the bottom of these stairs. I was at the top of the stairs. There's only like 6 steps, not very far. And then a hallway. My son was at the end of the hallway. So I'm between the two of them. He's way down there. She's down the stairs. And she had smacked him while he was driving. For one thing, he called and asked me to call the police. He was bringing her back to the house now. She's visiting from North Carolina with her. She came along with her daughter because her daughter is my son's daughter as well. And rather than put her on the plane to go see her daddy, no, she stipulated that she come with her. Okay? So that's why the bitch was here in the first place. So I don't know if she had a switch flip in her head or something, that, she was bipolar or something. I don't know. But she hit him. And on his way home with her in the car, he called me and said, call the police. This bitch hit me. Now, I've taught my boys, don't be hitting on women. You don't hit on no woman. But I'm old school as well. And as a woman, you keep your hands to yourself as well. You ain't got no business hitting no man. Because you hit a man, you're putting yourself in a man's position. And if he hits you back, then what you gonna say then? Oh, you hurt me. So we're here. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe a man should be hitting on a woman, but I don't believe a woman should be hitting on a man either. And I'm sorry. I don't want to have to go cover any bruises on my face. I'm too vain for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna push my husband to be that mad to hit me. I know when to stop. But some of these women nowadays, they get all feisty and up in their man's face. You're a bitch, you're this, you're that. And then wonder why the man snaps and knocks him in the next week. But nevertheless, my son did not hit her back. Okay? Instead, he came back. He brought her back home with him. And she tried to turn the tables and say, I'm going to call the police because you hit me. Which she was lying. So she's standing at the bottom of my steps. Oh, that happened to you too, nephew? Man, let me tell you, this bitch. Oh my God. This bitch thought she was going to run past me to jump on my son again. And I had to clothesline her ass. Where the fuck you going? Where you going? I took that bitch down to the floor. She was 6 feet tall. She was a 6 foot tall volleyball player. I took that bitch down to the floor. Where the fuck you going? Where are you going? You going to jump on my son? Are you crazy? And then called the police and had her ass arrested. You in my city now. No. You ain't putting... I mean, my son can handle his shit. But this bitch is in my house. And you gonna charge past me to go jump on my son? Have you lost your ever-loving mind? Man, so me and that bitch we ain't liked each other since, which I didn't like her any damn way. But, she's, very disrespectful. So she's basically been raising this girl She's a real pretty girl. She's a little light-skinned girl like a grandma. But she looks more like her dad. Because her dad is real tall and light-skinned too. But, this girl, she's being raised by this witch. And the daughter, I'm sorry, the mother is raising this girl to be just like her. So she came up during COVID, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was COVID. She came during the summertime for my son's birthday. Not the mother, just the daughter, my granddaughter. She came up, and I had been getting reports from her father about her behavior back home in North Carolina. And this girl's on social media flirting with these men, boys, whatever, talking about I want to suck your dick and all this stuff. She was 12 at the time. 12-year-old talking to some man or boy you ain't never met before. You just know his name is Toby or whatever the fuck his name is. It was. And she's saying these things to this boy or man, I don't know. She gave the dude her address. So I hit the fucking roof when I heard this. And I told my son, I said, let me talk to her. Maybe I can get some, sense in her head. And got her downstairs, down in the daycare. Nobody else was around, just me and her. And I said, look, what is this stuff I hear about you getting online? What is this stuff that you're doing? She tried to play dumb with me. And one thing I don't tolerate is a child to play me for stupid. I'm not stupid. I've been your age 5 or 6 times by now. Okay? So what you're telling me or how you're acting is not helping your situation and is not fooling me. And she tried to play stupid, like, I don't know, I don't remember. I asked her, I said, so what is this boy's name? I don't remember. Okay, so why did you give him your address? I didn't. It was just bullshit. And I started getting mad. Because I was like, girl, listen. If you was my child, I would be dragging your ass right now. All through that street outside. But fortunately, you're not my child. You're my son's child. I can't touch you. I won't touch you. But I'm just letting you know, this little game you playing with me, trying to insult my fucking intelligence, you got another thing coming, sweetheart. And she stood there. She wasn't talking back to me or anything like that. But the little shisty shit she did is she waited for me to leave the room, and then she got on the phone and called her mother. And she's downstairs in the daycare with her mother saying, she said she was going to beat me up and blah, blah. She's just talking all this shit about what I said I was going to do or whatever. And I walked up behind her and I said, baby girl, if you go tell the story, tell the whole story. And then she decides she's going to buck up at me. I don't want to be in this family. And I said, baby, I didn't ask you. I never invited you. That's between your mama and daddy. But me and her were going at it. And I'm telling her, take your little yellow ass upstairs. Out of my daycare. No, I'm not going nowhere. I said, look, little girl, I'll take you by your French braids, your box braids, or whatever the fuck braids you call these, and drag you up these damn steps. Take your ass upstairs out of this daycare right now. I'm not going nowhere. Now, in the meantime, I have her father on the phone with me as all this is going down. He's trying to bust his ass to get over here before I kill her. Because I'm close. You disrespected me in my own house. You're fucking with me in my own house. No, in this case, baby, it wasn't auntie. It was grandma. Grandma don't play. No. Matter of fact, they don't even call me grandma. They call me mama. They may call their mothers mommy or mom, but I'm mama. But man, this girl, she got all loud and indignant because her mom was on the phone and she's trying to buck up and all this stuff. And I told my son, Bug, you better come get this bitch. You better come get this little bitch of yours before I drag her ass through the street. I will dust the fucking floor with her. Come get her now. And he come banging through the door and he took her out immediately. So about a month later, this girl's mama decides she gonna get up the courage to tell me off. But she couldn't do it over the phone. She couldn't, she couldn't even do it to my face. She texted me. I was like, wow, this is so lame. You punk ass little girl. You can't even be a woman enough to talk to me as a woman. You gotta call me all out of my name, accuse me of bullying your daughter and all this bullshit. But in the meantime, your daughter is telling dudes that she wanna suck their dick. Now, tell me, who's the mess? I didn't have to get indignant with her. I haven't talked to her since. As a matter of fact, I haven't talked to my granddaughter since. And all this took place in 2000, in the year 2000. Yeah. It was about three years ago. When did COVID hit? 2019? This was the summer of 2000. Yep, the summer of 2000, July of 2000. My son's birthday is July 15th. And she came up 2020. Thank you, I'm sorry. 2020. I haven't seen that girl since 2020. Haven't laid eyes on her. Haven't talked to her. I opened bank accounts for all my grandkids but her. So when mama die, all my grandkids get something but because you owe me an apology. If I don't get an apology, you don't get me. Plain and simple. You will do without. My son, he hasn't been around her until recently. She finally reached out to my son, her dad, because she cut herself off from him as well. She's very corrupted by her mother. But now that this girl is 16 years old, she done seen some shit. Her mama's the real, she done found out mama's a trifling bitch. Okay? Her mama's a trifling bitch. Now her mama done got him kicked out of her husband's house. And they're technically homeless, but she had a dude lined up in the wings. And she's staying in this dude's house. So my granddaughter has finally kind of rekindled her relationship with my son, because when me and this girl fell out, she fell out with my son as well. She was telling my son, I don't want to be your daughter. I wish I didn't have the same last name as you. And talking all this, but I wish I was never born into this family. She's never done anything for me. That's what they were saying about me. I had never done anything for this girl. And I'm like, bitch, how the fuck you think you got up here? You think you got on a plane based on your looks? I bought that fucking ticket. Where are you staying when you come here? You're in my house. So how the fuck you gonna tell me some bullshit about I ain't never done nothing for you? Every time you come up here at Christmas time, you get all kind of shit to take back home with you. But because I'm not kissing your ass, I ain't never done nothing for you. Even her mother told her she's never been much of a grandmother to you because she never comes here to see your recitals. I'm not going to no damn North Carolina to see no fucking recital. I live on the other side of the fucking country. How am I going to go see a damn recital? A recital of what? What is she recitaling? You ain't never told me that she had a recital. So How am I supposed to come to something I don't know about? So, fuck me, your mama, and everybody else that look like you. Videos, exactly. That's what videos are for. But no, she wanted to paint this picture that I was not a grandmother to her daughter. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck both of y'all. Don't make me no difference. I got three more. I got three motherfuckers right here, and they're all boys. That little bitch can go home. I'm sorry to sound like that. That sounds real awful. But I don't do well with little girls, especially disrespectful little girls. And she was a disrespectful little girl. God knew what he was doing when he gave me boys. I mean that shit. Because I got one time for a little daughter of mine to put on my damn clothes and use my makeup and borrow my perfume and all my without my permission. No, no. You gonna stay out of my shit. Go buy your own. Get a job just like I had to do when I was your age. Yeah, she has to be respectful. So I guess she's finally learning that. Now, fast forward to today. She has established a relationship with my son again. He's very proud of her. Um, Thick little thing, kind of tall, because her mother is 6 feet tall, and my son is 6'3". So she's going to be really tall. She's a track star wherever she goes to school at. But what was I going to say? I guess she's gotten a relationship with now, and I'm happy that maybe me and her will talk again or speak again. But in the meantime, I ain't tripping. I ain't missed a beat. I ain't missed a beat. Yeah, she does. She does. But my son needs to also make sure that she does that too. See, I'm not just blaming mama. Daddy got a role in it too. See, the mother tried to blame all this progress they supposedly had with her behavior. She wanted to blame that on me, that I just all that all that therapy or whatever that she went through, you just threw it all out the window. Bitch, I ain't throwing shit out the window. I asked her some questions and she wanted to play it off like it didn't ever happen. So how did I throw that out the window? Why is she kissing girls in the bathroom and you work there at school? Tell me about that. I didn't even ask her about that one. So, I'm just asking this young lady, why? What's making this girl behave this way? Hi, Michelle. I came back and have been listening. I have had some kids in my life like that. Were they your grandchildren, children, students, nieces? Because nowadays, these kids, they get off the chain. They are, oh, just friends' kids. Oh, those are the one. I like those the best because I don't have to deal with them. I just tell I don't have it. First of all, I don't have friends. I stopped having friends a long time ago. I stopped having friends when I dropped out of high school. I left all friends behind. I didn't have no friends. I have associates, people that I know, but people that I kick it with, mm-mm. Especially single women. I don't fuck with single women. We ain't got nothing in common. Not in respect to our lifestyle. We ain't got nothing in common. So you have no business hanging out at my house. And I got a whole husband right here. I'm not hanging out at no married man's house with his wife gone. That's bullshit. There's an order to things. And I think the problem nowadays is that people have thrown order completely out the window. And they have no respect for other people and their boundaries. There's no reason in the world one of my friends or so-called associates, I had one friend's kid who was 14 at the time. She attacked me and bit me and called the cops on me. She told her mom and the cops I attacked. Oh, see, that bitch need her ass whooped. Wow. And did the friend take her child's side? I bet she did, knowing her damn daughter's lying through her teeth. Because these parents, they be knowing what little rugrats they done raised. You were wrong. Yes, I was wrong. How were you wrong, Michelle? Or is that the parent said you were wrong? All right, Brandon, welcome home. Have a seat. We up here in the bedroom right now. Just kick back, lay on the edge of the bed right there. No, but I'm just talking straight shit. I mean, just some of the shit. Yes, she believed the kid and how I was in the wrong. Are you kidding me? I'd have told that bitch, well, take your little fast ass tailed daughter and kick rocks and don't come back. Because if you gonna believe her over me and I'm the adult and I can tell you what she did, and you know, 9 times out of 10, these parents know what their kids are capable of. But they want to play that, oh, my angel, my angel. You know, I did some videos on that, on gentle parenting and old school versus new school raising children and stuff like that. And it's so true. The way I was raised versus how people are raised today is like night and day. The kids have more rights than we do, and we paying the bills. We can't spank our children. Bullshit. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You get out of line with me, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And a matter of fact, I told my sons one time when I whooped their butt for something they had done, and I don't beat them. I don't believe in beating anybody. Yeah, they're little versions of themselves. But there's a line that shouldn't be crossed when it comes to discipline. Oh, what made it even better was they talked bad about me because they couldn't figure out why I never went shit. They couldn't figure that shit out. They knew why you didn't come back over. Man, miss me. Hold on just a second, sweetie. Ooh. Oh. Thing is that there's no accountability anymore in the parents of these kids. These parents want to take the easy way out of raising their children. Raising children is hard, okay? No one ever said it was easy. And it requires a lot of sacrifice. But when you've got people that haven't yet grown up themselves up here, that don't have real goals in life, or they're still stuck in their high school years, 22 years old and still got a prom mentality, going to the club and stuff like that. Yes, I knew, and they knew, but people we had in common was the bad guy because I never went and apologized to the kid for what I did. Why would you apologize for what did you do? The child hit you, didn't she? He or she? I'm trying to understand what you did. I did nothing. I just asked if the kid was okay hiding in her room. So you never laid a hand on this child and asked her, is she hiding? Why, is she okay hiding in her room? And what did this kid do after that? Did she come out there and act stupid? And she came out yelling and hit me and bit my, oh, hell no. Hell no. First of all, she lucky you didn't dust the floor with her. Bit me? You're gonna bite me? First you're gonna hit me, then you're gonna bite me. Bitch, please. Come on, Scruffy. Come here, baby. Come here, so I can take you by your two ears and split your head open. What's the fucking wrong with you? You gonna bite me? Ooh, I'm on live. Hi, live. Welcome to the truth. That's ridiculous. That is downright ridiculous. I didn't realize I was telling all this business on live. I'm gonna have to go back and cut this out. The cops took pictures of me. Oh my goodness. Damn it. I did not. You know what? Sometimes they get so carried away on this chat. I talk too much and I say too much, and it's a live stream and you can go back and see it later. Damn it. And I can't just go and take the video and cut that part out. Okay, welcome to live chat. Okay, right. The cops took pictures of me and there was no marks on the kid. Man, I'd have told her kick rocks and I'd have told her mama kiss my ass. But take your little rabid dog on up the street before she get bit again or get bit by somebody else. Shit. The hell you raising a dog? But the parents, here's the problem. Some of these parents are so wrapped up in themselves. Oh yeah, I bet it did. I bet that list got smaller and smaller. But the problem is that these young people that are having children, and it comes with each generation gets worse. And when I say generation, I say a 10-year block of time. So, okay, I'm 62. So between the ages of 52 and 62, that's to me a generation. We could get technical and put it from 60 to 70, okay? I'm still in that 60 to 70 mark, this generation. Then you got the generation before that of 50 to 60. There's different ways that people were raised each decade. And it seems like each decade got a little bit more lax than the one before. So here you've got this one decade from the 60s, because I was born in 1962 during the civil rights movement at its peak. Not even at its peak. The peak was a little later than that, like 68, 69. But what I'm saying is that I'm being raised by Southern black people that migrated to the North, okay? And culturally, if you were raised by black people from the South, you got your ass whooped. And the majority of black people at that time, especially in our neck of the woods, migrated from the South, from New Orleans. My grandparents they moved up here from Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, other parts of the world, strict. And there was a lot more church. You know, families were, they, they, they kind of had more church. They were super strict, but their belief system was somewhat different. They focused a lot on God, okay, on church. Some not necessarily on God, just church, because there's a difference. A church is just a well, the church is within you, if you want to be truthful about it. You don't have to go to a building to know the Lord or to have any relationship, whether it's Muslim, Baptist, Pentecostal, Christian, Catholic, Hindu, whatever. Whatever people, whatever religion they have, hopefully I would think that we all serve the same God. We just do it in different ways, and that's fine. And I think at some point in time, time has shifted so much, and I know it's a demonic influence, is what I'd like to call it. De- Satan has infiltrated this world in such a way it has gradually become more and more evil. If you think about it, it's become more and more evil over time because the value system from back in like the 50s and 60s, I can identify with the 60s because I was alive then. But many people that were alive back in the 50s seem to believe that that was the best time to be alive at that time. And I guess it, to a certain degree, it was because World War II was over, Vietnam hadn't happened yet. I don't even know if the Korean War had happened yet. So we were at a time of peace. And, but that was white America. It was great to be alive. Black America, on the other hand, they're gone now. Well, they're still around. You're just not finding them as much as you did back then because practically every family had morals. You know, they had standards, they had boundaries, they had respect. They may not like you, but they respected their boundaries, you know. Um, Nowadays, it's almost non existent. It's almost non existent. I mean, yes, we have more people that are in tune with other things that weren't popular back then. And I don't like to talk about because I don't want to offend anyone now versus back. That's right. There's things that are acceptable now that were not acceptable then. But the values that they followed back then dictated that because that's what they were taught. And that's what we were always taught, that God had standards and God had rules. God said, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I mean, they were rules to follow. But the rules just kind of seemed to change over time. But it wasn't his rules it was changing, it was man's rules. You know, certain things that are allowed now wasn't it. You better not do some of the things they do today out in the open. Back then, mm-mm, you might as well go into hiding, you know. And it was based on choices, you know. People make a choice. We all have a choice as to what we do with our lives, you know. And it's just you. There's some things you just couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't wanna offend nobody. But I know what I believe in, and I know what I don't believe in, and I'm old school. And I'm not sticking by these rules because I'm old school. I know I know what my teachings tell me. Yeah, it's a lot now. man, promiscuity is off the rails now. There was a time where it was a big deal. It was a big no-no for someone to have sex that wasn't married. You know what I mean? That was a that was a big, you stay a virgin until you're married. That was the standard. But nowadays, you a simp if you ain't gave up the cuckoo. You a simp if you ain't got no dick. And these are high school kids. They taking this shit into junior high, middle school. It was hidden. But it wasn't as desired back then as it is now because they didn't have available to them the things that would cue their interest in it. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and we were talking about music. And I don't remember who it was that I was talking to about this. But, you know, if you listen to some of the music, hey, John, you was single until you were 29? I hear you. I know that's right. What I was trying to say is that as we were coming up, in every generation, we had music. There's certain music that you listened to when you were younger, when you were a kid. You just got done my stuff. I just got done my stuff. Oh, you just got done with your stuff, John? Your stream. Okay. Okay. We're just talking about upbringing, the difference in child rearing today versus yesterday. Well, if you take a look at the music now versus the music back in the 50s or the 60s, all of the music was good to whomever was listening to it at the time. But I look back at the music that I was raised on. I was, you know, the 70s music, that's my era. That's my music. I mean, I was still into the 80s and 90s music as well. But I'm saying as a child, I was a child in the 70s. When the 70s music was coming out, I was still a kid. But the music they were playing was very sexual. And we didn't have rap music happening way back then. Rap came along late 70s. Okay? And I can still recite the first rap song. I'm not going to do it. But it was the Sugar Hill Gang. And it had nothing to do, well, I think there might have been one or two references to sex in it. But the love songs, the R&B love songs of the 70s were very sexual. And I knew exactly what those songs were saying. They were not speaking in code. You know what I'm saying? And they piqued the interest of a child. You know, even then, much love, Auntie. Did I miss anything? Oh, sorry if I didn't talk much. I was capping ass on Call of... Oh, honey, don't worry about that. Listen to those kinds of songs. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, sweetheart. You know you was in the Bronx, huh? That's where it was popping at. So, that music, even though I was so young, the young and old listened to the same music at that particular time in the 70s. My grandfather, he was into opera, okay? He loved opera. My grandmother, she was gospel. But my father was R&B. He listened to the exact same, yeah, he listened to the same music that I did, and vice versa. Even older people, my grandparents' age, that, you know, were a little looser. You know, they were party people. Everybody listened to the same music from the 5-year-olds to the 65-year-olds. You could have two people entirely different ages that could sing the same songs, and they may not dance the same, but they was grooving to the same songs, and those songs were very sexual songs. They call your name. I wish I could play them right now. Oh, yes, the baby boomers. I'm the very tail end of the baby boomers. Very tail end of it. I think I missed it by 2 years. I would have been a Gen X or, wait, hell, I don't know. But that music was very sexual. Yes, groove. Very sexual. Even Michael Jackson, if you listen to some of Michael Jackson's stuff, some of the undertones and some of the words in his music were sexually oriented. And we all knew that shit, but that's what piqued our interest in sex. Those were the things. I can remember when Marvin Gaye came out with Let's Get It On. And I knew exactly what it meant. And I was a kid. I was what, 10? And we just, let's get it on. Ah, man, what the hell do a 10-year-old know about let's get it on? But you know how we knew it? Because we knew that music. And if you have the music, you have the mind to think it in your mind. You didn't know, really? Let's get it on to the crack of dawn. But I'm just saying, growing up when music was so sexual until you got older, yes. But did you and your parents listen to the same music, Amy? Or did you have your kind of music and they had their kind of music? Was there an age difference, an age gap, an age preference? Was it like you liked the rap and they liked the old school R&B? Or you liked hip hop and they liked jazz? Because we won't forget about jazz. Jazz didn't have lyrics. It was just music. I'm just saying, we're living in a very sexual society, and it has gradually gotten to that point. Okay, so you listen to your mom's music. What kind of music did your mom listen to? Oh, you love jazz, sweetie? What was crazy, nephew? I almost called you auntie. Lord Jesus. Where is Brandon? He needs to crack in on this. Okay, you like R&B reggae. Okay, cool. We were having a discussion about how things have gotten so. Okay, so she listened to 70s and 80s. That's my girl then. Me and your mom. There we go, right there. The music was sexual back then. Oh, hell yeah. Bob Marley, Marvin Gaye. Don't let him fool ya. Oh no. Could this be love? And Christian music, yes. Could this be love? But Christian music sounded like a fuck music. Thank you, nephew. You hit the nail on the head. Music back then was fuck music. Man, you could be 12 years old and know, okay, if you was a boy, your dick was gonna get hard when Marvin Gaye played at some point in time. Wait a minute, what is John saying? I miss John. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything, every little thing. Yep, yep. Fuck music all the time. Them little boys back in the day was always horny because the music had the little dicks hard. You got Barry White singing down here, oh baby, every Now this is when we ought to be on Discord. I love BB and CC Winans. But see, that's different. That's gospel music. And they had their sound then. But the sound of gospel music even evolved and became commercial. When the Winans came along, it became very commercial. Busy 20 nuts a day. Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus. But you know, yeah, Whitney came along in the early Bee Gees, yep. The Bee Gees got real hot in 1978. Saturday Night Fever. Very sexy. It was very sexy back then. And that's why I have to say that it was music that I think Satan used to. Oh, of course. I think that music is what compelled a lot of kids to become sexually active earlier than the other generations. Okay, this sucker's going quick now. Night Fever. Do you know me? Okay, so can you I'm going to give you guys one question and see if you can answer it. Oh, my girl bestie's in the house. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Delphonics, Queen, Temptations. Oh my God, that was bumping. That was music. But hi Michelle, you're back. See, I was a teenager like Chuck Berry. See, now Chuck Berry, that's before my time. I wasn't a big Chuck Berry fan because Chuck Berry didn't sound sexy to me. Which one, bestie? Which one is yours? You said the Jam Steel. Because I'll turn this sucker out right now. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is my favorite group. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Would you mind if I touched, if I kissed, if I held you tight? Reasons, yes. All of that was fuck music. That was baby making music. Baby making music. Look, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Commodores, Lionel Richie when he broke off from the Commodores, Barry White, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, all them cats made people go fucking themselves all over the place. When I was 15, I used to think that I needed to. Man, I'm telling you the truth. Isley Brothers, oh my God. Isley Brothers? Between the sheets. Okay, this damn chat is gonna piss me off because the messages go away. Being cooking games. When I was 15, I used to think that I needed to have a big downstairs before anyone wanted to be with me because I got turned down by every woman in high school. Oh, John. I'm sorry. Mine's too. Child, listen. Earth, Wind, and Fire. How many people made babies off of Luther Vandross's shit. Lufa, not Luther. Lufa. Lufa dead now. Oh Lord, Lufa had a stroke. And he dead now. Oh Lord. But man, I'm telling you, that Big Luther, girl, bestie, don't make me jump out of this chair. You know what I'm talking about, because Big Luther was better than Little Luther. Big Luther had the voice. Earth, Wind, and Fire, oh my God. Reasons, imagination, oh my God. You gonna make me... I don't care. YouTube can trip if they want to. I'm on live right now. They can demonetize this video if they want to. Let me break out my shit. Let me break out my shit. Artists, we gonna play some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Cause I could also break out the Bootsy or the Parliament. It ain't gotta be fuck music. But hey, I'm gonna break out some dang, I almost want to break out some Donny Hathaway. Oh, I just passed Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ooh! Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, I stop. I stop. I stop. He's right. I don't want to blow my monetization. But you know, I'll go back and I'll cut this stuff out. In the morning light. Ow. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is some baby making music. But you see how music influences people in a major way? Most definitely. It influences people in a major way. And we're dealing with some demonic shit going on these days. The music that these kids are listening to now, it's off the chain. It's not even sexy. It's just downright, you know, our kids are listening to gang banging shit. Yes, bestie, it's what we listened to was nostalgic. I mean, anybody that's 50 and, between 40-ish to 70, we can all agree, that time frame. Because I listened to y'all, the music y'all listened to as kids, I was in my early 20s. Yeah, it's totally different vibe. But these kids now, they have very little real music to fall back on. Fortunately, they've got, what's his name? Little dude. Dang, I just seen his name. I love him to death too. Bruno Mars. That boy, he was born in the wrong time frame. Cause I swear to God, his shit is banging. He sounds like he's straight out of the 70s. He even looked like he's out of the 70s. You know, but this shit that these kids are listening to now, it's not romantic. There's no romance to it. So these kids are in relationships that don't have any romance, no real feeling in them. We had music that just, oh my God, it just put you in a mood. Kodak Yellow. But do you see what I'm saying? It's vulgar in some areas. The music can be vulgar, especially some of this rap and trap music. I'ma leave the door open. That's the kind of shit that we were crooning to. But they don't have that kind of selection. They don't have a broad selection. What they have to fall back on is what? Taylor Swift. Um, who else? Who are the big names? Or big genres? The biggest genre now, booty shaking music. They talking about drugs, booty shaking, how much money they have, how many hoes, and all that stuff. They ain't talking about fucking unless they just throw it into the conversation. Afrobeats is bomb. But there's no feeling. There's no feeling in the sexual part of the music, is what I'm saying. So anything they do, basically, there's really no feeling but rebellion. That's what you hear in a lot of the music is rebellion, um, arrogance. You listen to Afro beats. Arrogance, uh, just it's just reckless. It's reckless, and it doesn't work. It doesn't attach to the soul the same way. I mean, that's why they called it soul music back then, because it did something to your soul. That music did something to your soul. You know, you go out on a date, and with I was gonna ask y'all a question. As a matter of fact, before I forget, can anybody tell me it has R&B? Can anybody in the chat right now tell me where me and my husband went on our first date? And I'm gonna give you one hint. One hint. Bee Gees. Let me add one thing. I'll give you one more hint. It wasn't a concert. Okay, so take this hint. The Bee Gees. Now, where did me and my husband go on our first date? This should be easy, because we just talked about it. Very first date. Some of y'all wasn't even born yet. I said no, it wasn't a concert. It wasn't a concert. That's why I said that, so you wouldn't say it was a Bee Gees concert. Oh, I want to tell you so bad. Anybody else? Anybody else want to guess? Okay, movies. Now, name the movie. You close. Saturday Night Fever. Bestie one. That was our first date. We went to see Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta in that white suit. We sure did. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. What's up, team? How you doing, baby? We in here talking about some shit. Oh, he ran away. You wouldn't let me give you one back. Mwah! He just gonna run over to the wall and flip up and turn back around. Man, oh man, staying alive. My voice was in your ear, team. Okay, I'll try not to talk so loud this time. You gonna go back to sleep? I'd sing to you, but I lost that voice several years ago. Sing you a lullaby? I can't sing no more, sweetheart. Trust me. If I could, I would. If I do sing to you, it's gonna have to be from down here. Lullaby and good night. I don't know the rest of the words. I lost my voice a long time ago because of these fucking cigarettes. That's my fault. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a flipper in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Go to sleep. La la. La la. Oh my goodness, I guess I was pretty loud. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that these kids are being raised by some very irresponsible parents. You know, it's really unfortunate because they're not putting their children first. They're putting themselves first. They're putting their own needs above their children. And when I say that, I mean the time that they spend. Mwah! Back to bed, sweetheart. They're not pouring into their kids the way a lot of parents from the past did. Now, I'm not saying all parents are like that. All parents are not all like that. But there's a lot of them that, unfortunately, through some circumstances are they have no control over. But even in your downest times, you can be facing some of the most fucked up of situations. You still have values. And without values, it doesn't matter how much you make, how prestigious your job might be, how fantastic your home is, how great your car might be. If you don't have no values, your kids are lost. You can have all the money in the world. I mean, hell, look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's kids. Grew up in the lap of luxury and fucked up in the head. Completely fucked up in the head. It's ridiculous. Because the parents are off in la la land doing whatever because they can afford it. It's bullshit, you know. Mm-mm. No values. They're not instilling values in their children. And that's why these kids believe that they're entitled. They have this air of entitlement because their parents have bought their way in, you know. They've bought their children's love. Oh, I don't want to go to your game, but here, take $50 and you and your friends can go hang out at the mall. No. You don't know where your fucking kids are half the time. This is bullshit. Take the time out to spend with your kids and pour into your kids and pour some values into your kids. And that way, you won't have those situations of some brat ass kid hitting an adult. And then the mama gonna take up for the damn kid instead of the adult. Please, Michelle. You better than me, baby girl. 'Cause they'd have had to take me to jail. Somebody's child bite me, I'm biting that motherfucker right back. I'm sorry. I don't care whose child it is. If your child bites me, you gonna hit me. That's bad enough. But then you gonna turn around and fucking bite me? Like some rabid dog? I'd take all 36 of my teeth that I bought a few years ago and I'd go to the bone. Shit. Bet you don't bite a motherfucker again. That's just straight up hood for me. I'm sorry. That's some bullshit. And then the mama gonna try to trip with you. Come get Scruffy over here out of here. Take your little dog child home. Yes. I wouldn't say you're too nice. I wouldn't say that. I think that you were thinking straight. You know what I'm saying? I think that you were thinking with a logical head. You didn't lose it. I'm saying some of us would have lost it. I would have been one of them people that would have lost all understanding. Child, no child. You bite me, I'm biting your ass back. That's how I teach babies not to bite. When I have babies, I shouldn't say this on camera, but I'll just say when my children were growing up, my friend list just got smaller. Out of it. Yes, absolutely. When my boys were growing up and they got to be, you know, babies, toddlers, you know, you have to teach your children early what not to do. And babies have a tendency to put things in their mouth. And that's a given, you know. You give them something to chew on or whatever because they're teething and whatnot. But when they get a little older and that temper comes up out of them, and you come across a kid that wants to bite when it gets angry, it's time to check that shit. And sometimes telling them no don't work. And I'm gonna tell you how I taught my boys not to bite. When the first time they bit me, when they were, you know, toddlers, and they were doing it out of anger, I bit their ass right back. Hard. I bit them as hard as they bit me. Ah! Uh-huh. That's what I want to hear. Do it again. Ah! That's what I want to hear. And that's what you're going to do every time you fix your mouth to bite me. I'm going to bite you back, and that's what you're going to do. Ah! Ask me if they ever bit me again. That's right. Bite 'em back. I'm not saying bite 'em down to the bone. Don't pull out no ligaments. Her uncle said I should have held her down and flicked her in the mouth. Absolutely. Oh, this one works really good. This one right there. You want to say what to me? Oh, and spitting. Oh, all bets are off. When you spit, at me, I lose all human understanding. No. That is the lowest form of disrespect a person can do to another person, and that's to spit on them. I'd rather you sock me in my damn face than to spit on me. Ain't no way in hell somebody gonna walk away from that. Spitting on me, that is the epitome of disrespect. That's like calling somebody a dog. It's lower than that. It's you just waited for the cops and walked away. I don't blame you, honey. I don't blame you. Slap the taste out their mouth. For real. These kids are coming up in a time where they think that they can just do whatever they want to do, and it's accepted. Some of these parents go to bat for their kids when they misbehave, and it's not cool. It's not cool. The video I made a video. It was a before and after gentle parenting, or like more like old school, new school parenting. The first video, I'll pull it up. It's a short. It's nothing spectacular. But it's very true. Okay. Let me see if I can find it here. Maybe it's not a short. Before parents went soft. Okay, here it goes. Here's before parents went soft on discipline.
Hello, Miss Johnson. So,
Okay.
hello, Miss Johnson. So you cutting up in school again, huh? What I tell you about cutting up in school? What did I tell you I was going to do when I got to get a phone call to come and deal with your behind? Didn't I tell you I was going to come down here and wear your ass out? You think I'm playing with you? Miss Johnson, sit down. Sit down. This is not your child. Chill. This is mine. Take your ass out and sit in the car. I will deal with him when we get home. And I don't want to hear no more phone calls about how I deal with my child. Because clearly you can't handle it either. So, with that said, we out.
Okay.
Morris.
Oh boy. Wait a minute. Okay. That was before. Now this is after. Sounds like your mama. This is parents now.
Hi, Miss Johnson. How you doing? Okay. And what happened? He swung on a teacher. What do you mean he swung on a teacher? Oh, my baby ain't done nothing like that. No. She must have done something to him. No.
You can't tell me he swung on a teacher. What did she do to him? What did she tell him to sit down for? Well, if he had to go to the bathroom, he had to go to the bathroom. Why should he have to ask to go to the bathroom? See, y'all got this all twisted. This teacher's been giving us problems ever since he started the school year. This doesn't make any sense. Now you're accusing him of swinging on her. But you ain't trying to check her for whatever she does. I'm on my way down to that school. We're going to have situations and circumstances. Do you understand me? I'm on my way. Do you see the difference? Do you guys see the difference? The first one, the mama wasn't asking no questions about, well, why are you punishing my child? No, if your child is acting up in school and the teacher calls and tells you that they're cutting up in school, you go down there and you did not tell you to quit acting a fool in class. Wait, when someone says, do you understand me? You know it's serious. Yes. But that second one, the second one, she gets a phone call about little Johnny, and Johnny swung on the teacher. And all she cares about is, well, what did the teacher do to make him swing? I mean, that was the mentality of it. In other words, you're looking for justification for your child's bad behavior and trying to place the blame on the teacher for that child's bad behavior. And that's what's happening these days. That's what happened to you, Michelle. Oh, my baby couldn't have done that. Absolutely. Honey, my grandmother came to my school one time. We didn't have a car. I don't know how the hell she got out to my school, because my school was about 25 miles from home. I was bussed out. I don't know how she came out to my school. But my grandmother was real short and real round. Man, I was so embarrassed. She never had to come out there again. I had to learn a way to cut up in class without getting in trouble. And finally it got to be so bad to where, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit. I can't get away with nothing no more, so I'm just gonna quit. And I'm not saying that was a good idea. One time your mom got mad at your school. Now there's occasions where that's justifiable as well, John. What happened? Why did she get mad? You got bullied a lot and the teacher. Now that's when I would have, I don't blame your mom, John. I'd have raised some hell down there, because those are the ones they need to be leaning on. Them bullies. But they don't do nothing. They want to penalize the kid for defending himself. So she went to the school and told the teachers off, and they said, if we don't see it, it ain't happening. Get the hell out of here. Don't get me started. If you didn't see it, it ain't happening. Well, I would make sure that they seen it firsthand from me to them. That's why I never trust teachers at the time. You were a bully to bullies. I hear you, Michelle. I hear you. My husband was like that. Because people they didn't really pick on him, but, they laughed behind his back and stuff because he had a speech impediment. But there were kids in school that were really, really evil. And one particular school, he went to the same high school I went to after I dropped out. And there was a girl. Her name was Loretta. And Loretta happened to be a beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl. I had one bully who stalked me on the way home. He said, I see you took the long way home. Smart move. Okay. What did he mean by smart move? 'Cause I had to walk home where I was. Okay. See, that's the problem with not having big brothers and big sisters. Wow. That's crazy. That's why I had to fight so much. 'Cause I was an only child. I didn't have no big brothers or sisters. I didn't even have cousins to defend me like everybody else. My husband was one of 7 children, and him and his brother were so fine. Shit, they all the girls loved them and stuff like that, but the guys couldn't stand them. But nobody would really fuck with them because their daddy was a boxer. My brother was at school. I was in here, actually beat someone up because he saw them messing with. All I saw was my brother come in, grabbed him, and beat him at the lockers to the point he never messed with. Absolutely. Sometimes that has to be done. Sometimes you have to stand up to the bullies. But it's unfortunate the way our school systems are set up now that if you defend yourself, they want to penalize you. They want to kick you out of school. See, that's crazy. So they said nothing. They don't want to be, they don't want to, that's too much. That's too much. And to a certain degree, I understand their mindset because these teachers are not getting paid what they're worth. Plain and simple. I make more than a damn teacher, and I'm a daycare provider. Okay? Teachers nowadays make damn near nothing. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's awful. It's awful the way they don't put any, yeah. You couldn't lose a fight back in our time. You lost a fight, my daddy would turn me right around and go whoop her ass. If you don't whoop her ass, I'm gonna whoop you. So I had to go back to that girl and call her out. We ain't done. Come on out. That only happened one time. Because I wasn't gonna go back home to have to turn around and go back to her house. So I made sure I took care of it the first time. No one messed with me after that, but they gave me that evil look. Yep. Couldn't lose a fight. Ain't that something though? Times have really changed. Mm. Mm. I'm falling asleep now. Shit. Am I falling asleep? Who taught you how to fight? I am Sleepy John. You're right. Oh, I ain't dropping that. I notice when I talk so hard that when I stop, I'm drained. And then I kind of refuel. I'll close my eyes and I'll go, okay, I'm back. But man, I'm telling you, We're looking at a whole new breed of kids. He smoked, his cigar was in his mouth. Mm, mm, mm. I'll tell you a secret. One time I went to the bathroom. I went in the bathroom and I had a cigarette and I was sitting on the toilet and I was still kind of half asleep. And I'm sitting there on the toilet. And, you know, while you're sitting there on the toilet, instead of flicking the ashes, you know, all over the floor, you just flick them in the toilet between your legs. Us girls have to sit down, you know. Man, let me tell you what happened. One night, no shit. No shit. I smoked almost all well, because when I went to the bathroom, the smoke had already been lit. So I had already smoked half the cigarette by the time I was sitting in the bathroom. So I'm sitting on the toilet using the bathroom, whatever, you know, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. And I'm still kind of sleepy and the cigarette's almost done. And I flicked the ashes in there a couple times. And, you know, get ready to, get toilet paper, wipe, blah, blah, blah. And I went to throw the cigarette butt into the toilet and missed. It stuck to my finger some kind of way. And instead of going into the toilet, it kind of hit somewhere it shouldn't have. Cherry first. Oh my God.
Indeed.
Did y'all hear that? Say that again. Siri, say that again. Say that again.
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
Siri is sitting here listening to my damn conversations. Ain't that a bitch? Yes, but anyway, I threw a cigarette butt with full cherry on it. Instead of throwing it down, it kind of went backward like. Burnt the shit out of my stuff. Woo! Jesus! And I screamed. My baby thought something was wrong with me. He thought I was giving birth or something. I was like, I just burned my coochie. I just burned my coochie. So you can't have none for a while. Man, that was some painful shit. Moral of the story is, don't sit on the toilet and throw a lit cigarette between your legs. Especially if you're half asleep with bad aim. that shit hurt. Man. Ain't that something, Michelle? I'm sitting here and my other iPad is sitting on the floor as I'm talking to you. And all of a sudden it just, indeed. Who are you talking to? Oh, that was awful. Amy, that was awful. Man, oh man, oh man. I was scared to look at it. 'Cause that part of the body is just ugly to me anyway. I burnt the cooter. Man, look, nephew, I burnt the cuckoo. I burnt the cuckoo. That shit was hard to do. It was hard to walk for a minute. At the very first day, it was so difficult to be comfortable. Had to put ointment down there and everything, and I was using the baby ointment. I dare not put anything else down there. burn it more. That shit was awful. This dude is ugly as hell. But anyway, it's scary looking. Yeah, that down there. Ugh. That is not cool. That is not cool. I done burned holes in clothes and stuff. Man, especially if you just nod off. Forget about it. But man, that shit burnt. I was literally, I was done for real. Like, I done sit up here and burnt my cooter. More than a notion, I tell you the truth. Mm, mm, mm. Well, y'all, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna turn in for the night? Yeah, smoke stories. Or y'all gonna hang out for the night? Cause I done sit up here and talked myself out. That's Hi, baby.
Hey, Mama.
How are you?
Good, you?
I'm fine. Did you get home okay?
Yep.
So what's wrong with your car?
The alternator.
Oh, the alternator.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the car at?
By my school.
Behind your school.
No, it's like by my school. Like, it's walking.
Is it on the street?
Yeah, it's by the sidewalk, but like, there's like yellow. It's not red, but it's like yellow. It's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to park there or not, but I left a note
Uh-huh.
on front of my windshield.
Okay.
If anything like happens, but me and my grandpa are gonna go check it out tomorrow
Oh,
morning.
okay, good. What time? I would go as early as possible.
Probably around like 7 something.
Yeah, I definitely do that. I need to bleach a couple more of your dreads.
It's fine.
You
The
like the
purple.
blue ones?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
go and put. I mean, it hides there anyways. Like you
yeah.
see it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
But I thought I was about to die today.
Why?
So okay. So the car, there was nothing wrong with the car. Like there's nothing on my screen or anything.
Uh-huh.
I went to school perfectly fine, and then I came back home perfectly fine, and then I was gonna get ready to go back to my school to get ready for my game and stuff. And as like so, I'm by my driveway, and I turned the light on,
Uh-huh.
and or not the light. I tried to turn the car on, and it wasn't turning on.
Oh.
So I told my mom and stuff. She said I have to wait till my grandpa gets here because she was getting ready to leave to go to the airport, and what you call it? She's in California right now for her job.
Okay.
Um, so my grandpa got here, and then my mom tried to like turn it on again, and then out of nowhere it turned back on.
I don't mind.
Huh?
Oh, I was on live. I was just telling them. I was telling them I'm. They were saying to mute it, and I'm like, it's cool.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's a testimony that I'm gonna say on Tuesday.
Well, hey, let's hear it. It's good news then.
Yeah. So I'm praying and stuff. I'm like, please turn on, da da da. And I'm just praying and stuff, and then obviously it turned back on when my mom turned it on. So now I'm praying to get there safely, like with with nothing happening, just get there safely. And then I'm going down this hill.
Uh-huh.
It's like a pretty steep big downhill. And my car shuts, like I'm going 60 miles per hour on the 50.
60?
Only 10 miles, come on, it's not that
No,
bad.
I'm saying did it cut off 60 on a 50?
Yeah, it's like it shut down for like 3 seconds. Like everything turned off, steering wheel wasn't going, I couldn't use the brakes. So my whole heart dropped. So I'm thinking it's over.
Ooh.
I got real scared. And then thankfully, it turned back on. And I was good driving until I turned right at this light, and then it shut down. And then I was like parked on the sidewalk.
Wow. Holy cow. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. I was
man, oh man.
I was shook.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Well, like I said, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. He is safe and sound. Did y'all hear what happened? I just took some ibuprofen and I am going to lay down. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. Much love and respect. Absolutely, Michelle. You do so. Okay. Yeah, it was just my grandson. His car broke down tonight. He needs a new alternator, but it shut down while he was doing 60 miles an hour. Just the whole car just shut down at that speed. Can you imagine? Can't even turn the wheel. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he was really freaking out earlier about that. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Have a good rest, sweetheart. And I hope you feel better in the morning. Yeah. 100%. Well, y'all, what y'all think? Is it time to shut it down? Is it fireplace time? Okay. Well, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to set up the fireplace. It's fireplace time. It's fireplace time. La 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 la. Fireplace time. I sound like a dude. Fireplace time. La 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 la. Oh, sweetheart, I can only imagine. Man, I wish I could swing you over some Percocets or something. I sure will, sweetheart. You do the same, okay? You guys have a wonderful evening. Anybody else that might be in the chat still living and breathing? Mwah. Peace. I'm gonna set it up. I need to turn it down though, cause it'll melt my iPad. Good night, Michelle. Love you, sweetie.